Welcome to Tying Michigan's Best Trout Flies. Today we're tying a very simple sulfur parachute spinner. Let's get started. So to tie our sulfur parachute spinner, we're going to use a size 16 hook, and I'm going to use some orange thread for this fly. So let's attach our thread, go down about halfway, and we'll come back up to the parachute, to the post position. Again, I'm using some white deer hair for the post. So we'll just take a little section of that off, and one that doesn't have to be stacked, and we'll put that on, take out any errant fibers, and we'll put that on with just a few overhand wraps right on top like that, and reach in and trim those butts on an angle that gives us less to bind down back here. If we lift that up, just a few wraps will stand the post up, and now we can post it. And I'm going to put the thread over into my left hand. I'm going to hold the post with my right, and I'm going to bring the thread around and catch it with the middle finger on my right hand. And we do this in succession, maybe 5 or 6 times on a small fly like that, and then we're nicely posted. We can wrap down any excess, and we can put the tail on. I like to use natural materials all the time, so I'm using a little bit of moose mane for the tail. I've already taken some of those off, so I'm just going to take 3 of those and make the tail out of 3 of those fibers like that, maybe 1.5 to 2 times the length of the hook, and we'll cut that right behind the post so we can attach it right there, and just cinch down just a little bit at the bend. That'll make our tail fibers flare out a little bit. And our tail is on, and now for the dubbing, I'm going to take a mixture of rust, fur, and a little bit of orange just to lighten up that rust color a little bit. I've blended that, hand blended that a little bit, so that really what I've got is just a little bit of a lighter rust colored dubbing for my sulfur parachute. And so we'll just put that on and put the dubbing on, dub the body. And run that all the way up in front of the hook. I got a little bit too much on there. That's no big deal. We'll just get rid of that. Just like that. And now we can put our hackle on. Our parachute hackle for this fly, now I've selected a hackle that you would probably use on, say, a size 12 hook normally. We'll show you why in just a minute. We'll prepare that and take a little bit off so that I've got a place to tie it in right behind the post, and we'll attach that with a few overhand wraps, errant fiber trimmed. Now we can wrap our hackle starting at the top of this pathway we made on the post. We'll get that out of the way. We'll wrap that hackle going each successive wrap beneath the one that came before, and as many as you think is necessary, maybe 5 or 6 wraps. That should be enough. And we'll just hold that back out of the way, tie that down, trim the excess, and we're going to do the exact same procedure now to whip finish it. Just hold your hackle out of the way and whip that off like that. Now that can finish your fly. Just groom it a little bit. Here's what it looks like. You can leave it like that to complete your Sulphur Para Spinner, or if you want, you can go in and trim the hackle in the front and the back and make an accurate, a more natural looking wing. But you can fish it just like that and have just as good a success. So that's our Sulphur Para Spinner, and we hope to see you the next time.